I've just stopped at Big Bend shuttle stop. Here's me and my pack. Right there is the climb I'm going to, just on the left of that huge arch in the rock. And so I've got a bit of a hike to get to the base of it. This is the pull-out that's right in front of the climb. The climb's right up there to the left of the arc. Came up the trail. Pull-out's right down there. This is the start of the climb right here. So this is where I'm going to leave my haul bag while I finish the first pitch and do the second pitch. And then it should have a straight shot up to the top from here without getting caught in anything. I'm going this way. What a view. I'm going through that fourth class stuff on pitch 1 and 2 right now. This is the chimney on pitch 2. Okay, last part of the second pitch. This is the start of the third pitch. So these are the second pitch anchors. And it goes up from there. This is a better way to haul. Now my rope's not going over any edges. From the second belay anchors, I gotta walk around and then up to there. I am so tired. I need to do more running exercise. Cardiovascular. Something. Keep my rope from getting all messed up. There we go. I'm at the top of the third pitch, and those are the anchors. Someone left some beaners on them, and it's just a boat ladder going up. So that looks really easy. Look how close those bolts are together. Wow. I didn't like where those anchors are located, so I just made some anchors for my haul bag here, and I'm hauling the haul bag. There we go. Haul bag stuck. Always getting stuck. It'll be so nice when I'm on the steep stuff. First, second, third pitch is full of these loose rocks. Oh, I didn't mean to show you one. I'm using Jumars to counterweight the haul bag, help get it up. So, top of third pitch anchors, and this is where I'm going to sleep tonight. And unless maybe up there, let me look up there and see if there's something up there. Ooh. So, wow, look at that boulder. So right here looks like a good spot. Yeah, I think I'll sleep here. I'll just put a couple anchors in there, tie me off so I don't roll off in the middle of the night. Look at that. This is ready to go. Just balancing there. Wow. Switching backup nuts. So, if I fall, the bag will pull up until it hits the end of its leash, which is only a couple feet. That'll help to soften my fall a little bit. These sticks. I am so looking forward to the Rebozo when it comes out. I won't have to constantly unstick my gree. One thing I always struggle with is I forget to change my backup knot, and so I keep climbing, and then the old backup knot starts pulling against me and stops me, and then makes it harder to change when it's all tight. So that's just something I always have to try to keep in mind. Beautiful nut placement. Wow. That's going to be a nice easy one too. I'm gonna have to do a nut there. Here's a tricky nut that I don't quite trust. And it's moving a little bit. That's a scary nut. Finally found a good nut. This part right here is pretty scary. Look at that crappy nut I tried to put in. But I think that nut is good. As long as I don't pull it out sideways or something. I think that'll be good. Nice short placement there. Looking forward to getting to a nice crack. This stuff is nasty. It's morning. So I started yesterday at about 2 p.m. and I fixed up to the 4th pitch, top of the 4th pitch. Fixed my ropes up there. And here's my stuff. Last night I slept up here on this. Last night I slept up here on this ledge. I slept right here, and it's a good place to sleep. And I didn't tie in or anything because I don't move around much. I'm usually just trying to stay on my pad, and if I fell anyway, it's got another nice ledge down there that would catch me. Noodles and chicken for breakfast. These are the anchors at the top of the 4th pitch. Wish they put them a little bit lower. It'd be easier to kind of hang around. Okay, there's a bunch of buses down there. So I wanted to show you how I do my haul bag and anchors when I lead. And so far I've got 3 pieces in. I'm hanging on the 3rd piece. All these pieces are pretty bomber, pretty nice. And here's my lead rope going through my gree-gree. If I fall, my gree-gree will hopefully catch me. If it doesn't, my backup knot will catch me. And if I fall, it'll pull my haul bag up first before it hits the anchors. That'll give me a bit of a shock absorber when I fall. Well, I've fallen twice on these nasty nuts. It's hard to get some good nuts in. Hopefully it'll get better up there. But right here it's been bad. There's one that's broken. This is a tool that I use. It's called the little hammer. I don't know if it's worth it, but it's kind of expensive. It's from Australia. And so what I do is I push it against the nut, and then I pull this lever back and it hits the nut. Sometimes it takes a couple hits if it's really tight, but it seems to work really well. But I don't know if it's worth it. It's expensive, it's kind of heavy. Here's how I fifi hook my bag. So this is the rope this is the haul rope that will be pulled up. There's the fifi hook. And so it'll just pull the fifi hook right off and pull the haul bag with it. And then this is a safety just in case that little string breaks. But that little rope should be just fine. These are my 5th pitch anchor setup. So haul bag lifts if I fall. Only if I fall after I get something in. This 6th pitch is kind of a graveyard of cams. I've seen a bunch of cams jammed in. Three dead cams inside so far. 3 fixed cams. Eesh. This pitch uses a lot of number 2s. I'm gonna have to run it out a little bit. I only brought 3 number 2s. 4 probably would have been better. The more number 2s, the better. I would stick something in there, even though that might break off. Wow. This is what I do to prevent the rope from backsliding. So when I got a whole bunch of rope out, it can tend to backslide through my gree, and that's what I do. It's just a slip knot, so I can pull it and it'll slide through. This is Earth orbit ledge right here. And when they say slopey bivy, they're right. It is a slopey bivy. These are the only anchors I've found so far. 2 here, and then there's a rope over there. There's some kind of, oh yeah, it's a little piton over there. But all this, I haven't found any anchors yet. I'm gonna have to look a little harder and see what there is. Here's the view from Earth orbit. There's the throne, Angel's Buttress, Angel's Landing, I mean. Moonlight Buttress is right there. Here's Moonlight Buttress. So I've got my anchors over there, and then I put a nice little directional anchor in here to help with the lean. Earth orbit ledge is not a good place to sleep. Okay, this is the bolt ladder of the pitch number 8. And then after that, it's just 4th class, easy stuff. So it's just a bolt ladder, not too bad, but it's scary as heck right here. Yeah, look at that. Oh, nasty traverse. This is the top of the 8th pitch. There's the anchors, and that's where I came from down there. is the 9th pitch, which is just 4th class. Wow, that 9th pitch is short. That's what, 20 feet? It says 40 feet in the book, but it's just from there to here. I mean, from here on, you're just heading towards the descent. Okay, that's the pine tree, that big pine tree way over there is the first rappel. Skip that pine tree and go to the second rappel, that pine tree down there. Here's the second rappel. That's where I'm going to start. I finally found the second rappel. It's hard to find. So it's right here, and you can see the big tree up there. That was the first rappel I took. That big tree up there is where I took the first rappel. And then you just kind of have to wander down here, and that's where it is. This is the next rappel, third rappel. Easy to find. Here's the fourth rappel. Getting close. Easy to find. Uh-oh, time to do the splits. This is the fifth rappel, probably the last one. You can see where my rope went. I rappelled down that way and walked over here.